Hello, everyone. Sorry it's been a little while, but it has been a while because of who I am as a human being, because I've run out of excuses. So hey, I hope all of you guys have been doing great. I've been doing pretty good out here at BYU, having a lot of fun. And so for today, I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Divine Comedy, because I went to their show and it was great. It was so funny. I loved it. I really wish that I'd been able to audition, but I will audition once I get back from my mission. I'm going to be talking about that, a couple other things, and so to start out, I was one of the many Americans who last night watched the presidential debate. Can't believe I have to vote. Well, I don't have to vote, but it's like a civic. But yes, I was not very happy with anybody's performance. However, there was one superior, amazing, redeeming quality about the debate, and it was this man, Kenneth Bone. He may be undecided as in regards to voting, but he is not undecided about his fashion sense, and I admire him very much for that. I actually composed a little poem. Roses are red. I have a phone. My spirit animal is Kenneth Bone. Yeah, he's pretty good. But so I googled Kenneth Bone, and I saw like a picture. And I was looking for pictures to show you guys. And I saw this one that had big fraud written over it. I'm like, okay, let's look at it. So I clicked on it. It's like, Kenneth Bone is a fraud. He wasn't even planning on wearing that. And I'm like, yeah, that's what the most news stations had said, because apparently he had intended on wearing like a suit, but it had gotten ripped, and so he just threw on that beautiful red sweater vest and went with it. But then the article went on to say that about his question, which was about energy and clean energy and stuff. It went on to say that President Obama's wind farms have been making trying to think of the exact words they used, trying to make that they have been making a force field that causes hurricanes. Yeah. I don't believe that. There's so much like conspiracy theories on the web. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying when you try and like actually find stuff, and then there are people screaming about how wind farms are used to create hurricanes. But to cheer myself up, I got Jamba Juice, which apparently is a big thing out here in Utah, at least. I'm guessing most of the West. I'd never heard of it before coming out here. It's basically just this great smoothie place. It's so good. It is so good. So I really like the strawberry banana one. It's really good. So in other news, I went to the Divine Comedy show with a date, and it was very funny. They sang a song about Harambe. The name of the whole show was Hiller Trump, and so they sang excerpts, and so like as the final thing, it was Romney telling his grandchildren how America became the land of like despotism or something like that. It was like the election of 2016. So they played like excerpts from a bunch of Hamilton songs, and changed the lyrics so that it was about Trump and Hillary and Bernie Sanders, and it was really funny. I'm really hoping that they put it up because I really want to show all my friends, all you guys about that, because it was really good. But so other than that, classes have been going well. I have a midterm that I'm planning on taking tomorrow, because here at BYU they give you like a 3-day window. You can go and take it, and then if something happens, you can take it the day after that for a $5 charge. There's a $5 fee if you take it the next day. But so I'm planning on taking my geology midterm. So I'm going to be spending the night studying for that, and writing an essay about going to see Cyrano. And Cyrano, it was a good play. I cried. It was very sad. And they called it a comedy. So most of it was a comedy, but in the last 10 minutes, like, everybody dies, and I'm like, how is this a kid's show if I'm crying? Kids shows are not supposed to make me cry because everybody dies. They're supposed to make me cry because everything's like sweet and awesome, like gummy bears and stuff. But yeah, trying to think of what else has been going on. But yeah, I joined a D&D group, so my quest to be eternally nerdier is well on its way. But I mean, it's a really, really lax thing. Like, it's like once a week for a couple of hours, and so I got to meet all the people in it, and they all seem really, really nice. They made fun of Studio C thing in there. The Studio C did a couple of sketches on D&D, and it was like super, super nerds. Like they walk in and they're like, "Huzzah, magic powers," as their motto or whatever. And so like one of the guys were just saying that, he's like, "Huzzah, magic powers," and everybody else was like, "Oh my goodness, no, that is wrong, stop it." And I'm like, yeah, that is pretty fun. What else? Oh, so there's a really, really, really cool thing at BYU, and it's called tunnel singing. And so every Sunday night, a bunch of people head out to this tunnel that's over by the Marriott Center, and we sing hymns and children's songbook songs, and it's really, really fun and spiritual and sweet. And so we like sang like "Master, the Tempest is Raging," "Popcorn Popping on the Apricot Tree," the EFY medley, and it was just tons of fun. And so I think that's something that I'm going to keep on doing out here at BYU. What else? Oh yeah, I heard. If you saw the debate last night, apparently there was a part of it where a fly landed on Hillary Clinton's forehead. And so a conspiracy theorist, like this big guy with the show, I saw part of the show because somebody showed it to me, but he was saying that he believes that Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are either demons or possessed by demons. Because according to him, they smell like sulfur and have had flies land on them. And I don't know about you. I kind of find that ridiculous. I'm like, if you're going to insult Hillary Clinton, do it on a legitimate thing. There are plenty of things to do it on. Same for Donald Trump. Because right now, I think both of the candidates are deeply flawed. So don't bother making up stuff when there's so much you can talk about that's actually real and proven. And that's my main problem with conspiracy theories of all kinds. It's just, why bother going through the time for something that is pretty much certainly untrue? I mean, it happens to like LDS members of the church all the time. A lot of the time, like people like saying like, oh, we're secretly still polygamist, or we have horns in our hair. I don't have horns. Or that like there's like a secret smuggling ring, and I'm like, dude, I'm a big believer in proof. If you can give me proof and sources, like legitimate sources, then we're good. And that's been something I've been working on as well. I've been trying to find unbiased news sources. And so Reuters, I found, is a really good one. It's somewhat limited because it does its best to be unbiased, so it doesn't really try and interpret anything that happens to a degree. But the Christian Science Monitor, it's actually really highly rated as being unbiased, and I've been reading that, and I think it's really good. Trying to think of something else to say. Yeah, I guess that's all for this one. For those who have been asking to see around my dorm, I will get to that. I promise. Cross my heart, hope to die. I will get to that soon. I'm going to try and do the next episode. I'll do a little walking tour of my dorm and let you guys see what's happening. And so yeah. So thanks for watching. Just another day in the life of Jeremy.